So, welcome to the Caminito Del Rey. I thought it would be my biggest fear, but so far it's been okay. El Caminito del Rey reopened in 2015 after a big renovation. You see everybody wearing a swimming cap, but it was not obligatory, so I decided not to wear one. The helmet is, so here you see me with a helmet. And it says El Caminito del Rey, very easy. It's near Malaga, where three rivers come together, and they made a power plant and a railway in the beginning of the 20th century. Now, in all honesty, I think 85 to 95% of the people who go here are coming here for the walk, not for the history. I will give you some history. I think late 19th century they made a railway to Malaga, and in the beginning of the 20th century they made a power plant because there are three rivers coming together, and they made a dam, and with that they could build up a lot of electricity, and this electricity made Malaga the second city in all of Spain to get electricity and water everywhere. So it's a really big deal, especially for the region. Now, it was finished in 1905, and King Alfonso XIII walked it in 1921. He only did a bit of it because supposedly he was a little bit late, or maybe he was a bit afraid of how steep it was, because it's 100 meters at some point, so 330 feet. And that's why they started calling it the Little King's Way, El Caminito del Rey, or the Little King's Path to be more correct. In 1999 and 2004 people died, so they closed it off only to reopen it in 2015. Now you see here the railroad, that was the first thing built. You see it goes straight through the mountain. It's still used today. Here you see the train actually passing underneath. And here another bridge where the train goes over. But the walkway was built for other people and other things. That was to construct the power plant. Now you can see the actual path underneath the wooden path here. You can see the concrete and steel. Now parts of it are just gone, like here. So it was impossible to walk it as a normal person. If you were a mountaineer, you would have a hard time. Now everybody can walk the path, and it's a lot less scary than it was. Still, it still has some quite big depths and steep heights when you look at it. So it's quite impressive that they were able to do this with helicopters and mountain climbers to make the new path, so every tourist can use it today. Well, it's a little bit steep. Now I'm talking over this video as well a little bit. This video is not in chronological order, so some people who have walked this path will see that some of it is earlier in the road and some of it is later on the trip. It's just the way it's got edited. That's okay. You know, I spent about, in my little bus doing this, and I spent about 5 hours making one video, so I gotta make an end to it at one point. I did find out what the problem was with the other videos where it was zoomed in so far, like for example the Alhambra. It was nice and detailed, but the screen was like 3 times as small as it could have been. I found that out. Maybe that doesn't happen in this video. Well, once here. The thing is, I will try to re-upload that one whenever I got the time for it. For now, I will have to do with this because I don't want to get too far behind, because there's other videos coming as well. And again, the old path versus the new path. That is a difference. Here is another part of the railway. As far as I remember, this is somewhere near the end of the walk. So, as I said, not chronological, but still impressive. Now, what you often don't see in videos is the actual depth of some of this stuff. You have to be here to see how deep. And there we go. Wow! The old path, the new path. It's fantastic. This is just amazing. It's so... This is so rough terrain. But it's so far away.
Digo, pide el móvil. No, porque el móvil. Al final han pagado por el móvil, ni le han podido descontar el tema de IVA, porque no lo ha pasado él. Luego con la factura no venía.
Here you can see some natural wildlife. And of course another vulture. They actually feed the vultures here. And as I say later in the video, you can also find fossils here. There's some places where they mark them with a piece of glass so people don't get into them. So this used to be actually the bottom of the sea. Can't you imagine? You can find fossils here from Jurassic time, ammonites, that were made here well, millions and millions of years ago when this was the bottom of the sea. Now it's sweet water, it used to be salt. Oh yeah, this is something I really wanted to do. Oh my god. Oh wow. It's not that scary, but this part is. So that's the old path going up. Oh my god, 160 million years old. That's our guide. That's where we went over. Oh. Wow. Yeah, so this part is a little bit scary. You look up, but you can also look down.
Oh ja, nu heb je toch wel een beetje schrik precies, hè?
Nou, hier voel je hem wel. niet bang of zo, maar wel zo van oké, ik moet wel mijn telefoon goed vasthouden. Daar gaan we, there we go. Oh my. Now this is the thing that I was a little bit worried about. Looking there. I'm not looking what I'm filming. Because it's also a little bit. Oh my god, that's deep. Oh shit. Holy shit. Oh dear. I'm gonna think about this in my dreams tonight. Holy moly. That was a rough ride. Made it to the other side. Now I don't often say this, but if you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. It's always nice to know what people think about all this effort and the whole trip in general. What should I do? Should I change things? Should I go somewhere? Do you have a place for me to sleep? Let me know. Oh, I love it. It just says this. Be careful you don't fall down the stairs. And actually here you see the dam outside of the park, the electricity dam. Entonces, ahora tengo que decir gracias a mis amigos que me acompañarse en el fin para comer. Diego, Monsu, Carmen y Paco pasa un muy bien tiempo en el restaurante y no olvidar porque pasa un buen tiempo. Chao.